Hello and welcome to Danbury Arena for a FPHL matchup between the Danbury Hat Tricks and the Watertown Wolves. I'm Josh Starr, joined by Jim Cerny, and the Hat Tricks coming in, finishing off a home-and-home tonight with Watertown. Last night, a 5-4 overtime loss. Little bit of controversy at the end, but the Hat Tricks unable to come out with a win in the opening leg of this. They'll come home and try to salvage it.
Yeah, and some of the issues that have plagued him throughout the season that Coach Dave McIsaac has complained about and been concerned about reared its head again last night. The Hat Tricks had two one-goal leads in the third period. They both disappeared. Mercurio scores the tying goal and then scores the eventual winner in overtime. So it costs the Hat Tricks there valuable points in the standings by letting yet another third period lead slip away.
Yeah, they really couldn't seize the momentum in that game at all. They had multiple leads, as you mentioned, and just couldn't find a way. A hat trick for Evgeny. I always do that. Dmitry Kuznetsov, he's playing like Evgeny right now.
He really is.
And he has a couple of hat tricks so far this year, one more last night.
Yes, he did. And it's been a strange start to the season for Kuznetsov. He gets the hat trick on opening night against Port Huron and then goes kind of quiet for a couple weeks and then just breaks out again last night, scoring 3 of Danbury's 4 goals, 7 goals now on the season, leading the team. But Coach McIsaac, again, speaking about Kuznetsov, says, love the hat tricks, want to see more consistency out of him from a game-to-game basis.
And tonight they'll try to get that again for a second night in a row. The Hat Tricks have a tough schedule coming up, a lot of travel, and tonight they're going to have to shut down number 23 on the other team.
Absolutely. Justin McDonald leads the league in scoring. He has at least 1 point in every game, and in fact, they played 7 games, so far this season. In 6 of the 7, it's been multiple point games, and 4 points last night for McDonald, the veteran center, who really does it all. He drives the ship for that team offensively, and he's the guy that you have to shut down. 2 games against Danbury this season, 6 points already.
Yeah, and he's always on the ice for this Watertown team. So we'll come back in a moment or two with the starting lineups, and we will be back with Puck Drop right after this. This is the Danbury Hat Tricks on the Hat Tricks YouTube page. And all right, we're just about ready for puck drop here from Danbury Arena. Josh Starr with Jim Cerny. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game for Watertown. It will be Lane King and Josh LaBelle on the back end. And it will be Colin Jamelka, Cole McKechnie, and Brandon Day up front. It will be Brendan Colgan in goal, 6'3", 214 from Wynwood, Pennsylvania. An .891 save percentage, a .321 goals against, and a 1-1 record for the Hat Tricks. It will be Tom Mealy on the left wing, Steve Mealy at center, Brett Jackson on the right wing, Aaron Atwell and Easton Oliver start for the Hat Tricks. And then Frankie McClendon in goal. McClendon making his Hat Tricks debut last night and was able to make 48 saves. He faced 53 shots. Gave up 5, but made 48 stops in that one.
Yeah. Welcome to the team, Frankie McClendon. Gets peppered with 53 shots last night overall. Made the 48 saves, as you said. Turned in a fantastic effort. When you give up 5 goals and your save percentage is still 9-10, 91%, you're doing something right. Frankie McClendon was under siege right from the get-go last night. Danbury allowed 20 shots in the first period, another 20 in the second period. So McClendon in his debut faced 40 shots in the first 40 minutes of the game. Needless to say, Danbury's got to tighten it up defensively in front of their new goalie tonight. And of course, McClendon is here because Cooper Cdot decided to move on, and he retired from the team after a very strong start to the season. So it was kind of a big loss losing Cooper Cdot. But they get a veteran in Frankie McClendon, and he's in goal to our left, and to our right is Brendan Colgan, who started the first 2 games this season for Watertown.
We're underway here from Danbury Arena, and the Hat Tricks will chase into the Watertown zone. It's a hit from Steve Mealy. Tom Mealy takes the puck right circle out in front. Lopez shot wide into the corner. 15 seconds in. Back to the point. Atwell goes across for Brett Jackson. Brett Jackson shot deflected just wide and all the way through. Into the corner. LaBelle trying to outlet for Watertown. It's swatted forward and cleared into the Hat Trick zone. Jackson will retreat 30 seconds in to play here from Danbury Arena. Aaron Atwell shaken up a little bit in the game last night, but back in the lineup tonight. Ojic through center ice. Tobias Ojic at the left circle. Fires high and wide. That one rising high as Watertown trying to clear. Ruiz at the right circle. Takes it right back out in front. All the way across. One-timer. Ojic stopped by the right leg of Colgan and cleared out to center by Watertown. A minute gone here in the first period. Susi trying to outlet it. Stopped by McDonald. Can't turn the puck over to him in your own zone. The Hat Tricks have it right back. Ojic playing up the boards. It's played towards goal. Blocked by Daniluk and outletted up to Gordy Bennell. Missed last night's game and will return to the lineup tonight. Puck bounces out in front. Ojic couldn't get there first. Laketka returning from a 1-game suspension. Playing that puck up the boards. Ojic out to Bennell in front at the circle. He's knocked off the puck by Delina. The Hat Tricks have the puck back. Jackson backhand out in front, swatting at the rebound. Bennell digging away at it. Can't get it to go. Atwell from the point. Blasts one. It's stopped in front and cleared to center. Over 90 seconds played in this one. The Hat Tricks with all the pressure so far. Corey Anderson into the zone, loses control, and it will be steered forward by Devine. Out towards Delina up the right wing, and he'll play it deep into the Hat Trick zone. Aaron Atwell up the left wing, chipping it forward, and Anderson can't find it. 2 minutes into play here. Hat Tricks with a lot of the pressure so far in this game. Here comes Mann up through center, drops it off for Lodge. Lodge forward into the corner. Jimmy Lodge over to Bonta. Bonta back to Lodge, down low, far side, and Anderson stops it. Mann right back on it. Lodge, the shot blocked by Jackson, sliding out, and the Hat Tricks will outlet again. Dmitry Kuznetsov out towards center, and will turn into the Watertown zone. 2.5 played here in the first period. Mann right back towards the Hat Tricks end. Mann in swooping out to the left circle. Now stymied by the Hat Tricks D, and it's cleared out. Lopez chips forward. It will go all the way down and called for icing. 17-13 to play in the first. No score as Frankie McClendon has seen a couple of pucks so far to start this game.
Yeah, but Hat Tricks with more of the pressure in the early going, trying to keep the puck out of their zone, unlike last night. Frankie McClendon is a 28-year-old from Oakland, California, stands 6 feet tall, weighs $175, and he signed this week as a free agent when Cooper Cedot, as we said, announced his retirement. Cedot was 3-1 with a .394 goals against average in 4 games, and it played very well for Danbury.
LaBelle shot from the point, smothered by McClendon in net. 17-10 to play, first period, no score. Like you said, there, he made a lot of saves last night, adding another one there.
Yeah, and what he gives Danbury is a veteran guy, a guy that has 66 career games in the Federal League 2 seasons ago. He played for 3 different teams in the league and appeared in 30 games. So gives him a little bit more experience between the pipes, even though, again, as I said, CDOT had played very well.
Hat Tricks win the draw in their own zone. Daniluk behind his own cage will turn forward. Up the right wing, his outlet kicked away by Tremelka and steered into the Watertown zone. 3 minutes gone in the first. LaBelle starting the outlet up the left wing to Tremelka, and now McKechnie banks it forward to Day. Day unable to control. Vinny Susi takes it right back for Danbury. Now Daniluk's outlet stretch pass out of the reach of Mealy, but won't be icing as Mealy able to trek back and win that race. The Wolves will take it up the right wing. Here's McKechnie, sealed off by Ojic, and the puck comes into the corner in the Hat Trick zone. Behind the net now, 2-on-1 for the Hat Tricks. Ruiz takes a tumble. Tremelka comes away with the puck in the corner. Ruiz chips along the boards to the far half wall. It's steered right back in by the Wolves. In the corner, McKechnie sealed off the puck. Ruiz carrying out and will get it ahead to Ojic. Ojic churning through center. Ojic stopping right at the blue line, across to Ruiz. Amelia will take it, bout in front to Ruiz. The shot stopped by Colgan. Ruiz trying to gather the rebound, cannot. It's chipped out to center. Bunnell up to Atwell, and Ojic fanning on it, will still steer into the zone. Stretch pass for Jemayev. He falls down as he was receiving it. Hat Tricks will go right back. Bunnell across the Watertown line, top of the zone, will shoot one in low on Colgan, who will glove it with the left hand. 15:44 to play, first period, no score.
Colgan gets the start tonight. Again, his first start since the second game of the season. He made the first 2 starts for Watertown this year. Since then, it's been Greg Hussey, who's won 4 of 5 starts and was very good last night in the win. But on back-to-back nights, it's Colgan getting the start here for Watertown.
Atwell, one-timer off the draw, stopped, steered into the corner. Anderson will play it all the way back around, far side. Kuznetsov up to Jackson, plays it in deep. Down low, Finberg, backhand behind the net for Anderson. It stopped and turned ahead by Watertown. All the way up to Delina. Delina right circle in the Hat Trick zone. Delina will go side of the net. McClendon holding the post there as Jackson swats it forward, unable to get out of the zone. 5 minutes just about played here in the first period. Atwell trying to spring Anderson forward. He's able to get out of the zone and now muscles it ahead to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov into the zone, right circle. Kuznetsov down low. A shot sticked away behind the net. Kuznetsov still chasing in the corner. Puck comes all the way out to center. Atwell will take charge for the Hat Tricks. His chip try forward to Steve Mealy. He turns it over to McDonald at the Hat Tricks line. McDonald all the way across near side. LaBelle flings one forward. It's stopped by Steve Mealy in front, and Atwell will charge up the left wing. Atwell across the Wolves line, banking it off the boards. Tom Mealy in there to hammer in deep. All the way behind the net, Lopez back out in front. Atwell couldn't find the pass, and it's chipped off the glass and kept in at the point by Atwell. Now hammered out to center, and a penalty coming up behind the play as it was Devine who was just throwing punches at Tom Mealy. Mike Lopez steps in, and now they are going to go as Lopez never really had a chance in that fight. Devine had Mealy on the ground throwing punches.
We're going to have to see if he gets anything extra. I mean, Devine is as big a guy as we've seen in this league. He is a monster out there. And Tom Mealy, not exactly the biggest or the toughest of guys, a little chippy, but certainly not, a heavyweight. And, he was on the receiving end there. Lopez saw that, came to his defense, but boy, Lopez took a beating as well. And it looks like Lopez is going to head to the dressing room.
He had a little bit of blood dripping down his face. 14-17 to play in the first. We'll see what the calls are here.
Looks
I
looks
think,
like it's evened up.
I think there was going to be an original penalty on Watertown.
Right, on Divine. I mean, you would think that there would have been. I mean, Mealy was just defending himself. He didn't do anything. He was on the receiving end. And then Lopez came over and immediately engaged. And yeah, now we see the extra man goes in the box here. So this will be a hat trick power play.
We'll see what the calls are. There's a 2-minute minor up for Divine right now on the board.
So probably the original 2 and then a 5 for fighting. And Lopez, who's gone for some repairs, will be 5 for fighting as well. So we'll get that sorted out. But look around this place. Look around Danbury Arena tonight, Josh. Great crowd on hand. A really terrific Saturday night crowd. Pretty much filled to the brim here at Danbury Arena. And, you know, the fans' last chance to see the team for a little while because they go away for Thanksgiving week. They have 4 road games in 5 nights coming up. It's going to be a tough week for them, and especially doing so on the road.
And it is Teacher Appreciation tonight, as well as Adult Hockey League night. And we want to just tell you about Jersey Mike's real quick. If you want the best, now you got it. Jersey Mike's is here at the Danbury Arena. Get your sandwich on the concourse level and be sure to stop by their locations in both Brookfield and Ridgefield. Jersey Mike's, wow, that's good. The Hat-Tricks are going to be on a power play here, 5-on-4. Power play at 24%, best in the league. Ruiz will take the draw. The Watertown penalty kill at 82.8%. The Hat-Tricks win it. All the way across to Steve Mealy at the left circle. Mealy working down low to Ruiz. Back to out top to Atwell. 15 seconds into the power play. 14 left in the first period of a scoreless game. Atwell across to Ruiz. One-timer high and wide. All the way out to Tom Mealy at the near half wall. Down low, Bonnell in the corner. Back to Mealy, right point. All the way center point, Atwell. Quarterbacking the power play. Leaves it into the far corner. Ruiz pushed off the puck in the corner. Bonnell goes to lay a hit, and the puck is kept in at the point on the near side by Atwell. And he's able to scoop it forward. Ruiz down low. Bonnell out in front. Mealy's shot stopped by Colgan, sliding out of the crease. Steve Mealy has the puck right back. There's a penalty coming against Watertown. Out in front, one-timer Ruiz missed it all the way through. 1:15 left on the penalty. Watertown, a man without a stick, and Atwell will just give them the puck as the Hat-Tricks will have a 2-man advantage coming up. 13:29 to play in the first. 1:12 left. It will be a minute 12 of a 2-man advantage for Danbury. I believe it's going to be for throwing the stick on McKechnie here.
Yep. Which would be a delay of game penalty.
And this is a huge spot for the Hat-Tricks, Jim.
Yeah, 5-on-3, excuse me. They were a 6-on-4 when they pulled the goalie, but a 5-on-3 here for a minute 12. Face off in the offensive zone. Great opportunity here for the Hat-Tricks, who have struggled on the, at times on the power play. So sometimes they try and be a little too fine. I like what they did early in that power play, though, finding the open man with quick passes.
Ruiz able to win the draw, gets it back to the point. 1:05 left on the 2-man advantage for the Hat-Tricks. 13:20 in the first period. Mealy slowing things down along the left circle. Drops it for Ruiz. Out to the center point. It's Atwell. Switching places with Ruiz. Atwell left circle. Now Ruiz right circle. Back to Atwell. Top of the slot. And now Ruiz will go down low near corner to Tom Mealy. Top of the slot. A shot off a stick and high and out of play. Hat-Tricks with 44 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. 13 left in the scoreless first period.
So it's interesting here. I guess 3 guys are in the penalty box for Watertown right now. And some fans have thrown those plastic carrots out onto the ice. You do not need that because that could lead to a penalty against the home team.
Carrot toss isn't until later, Jim.
Yeah, you got to score a goal first. And, there was exactly what I was talking about. I thought Danbury there was being a little too fine, looking for the perfect shot, Josh, instead of getting it and just hammering the puck on net or working the puck more quickly around the perimeter and getting Watertown to start moving their feet. Their three defenders out there were able to stay in the little triangle because I thought Danbury was not moving the puck quickly enough on the power play. Let's see what they do here, 44 seconds on the two-man advantage.
Ruiz unable to win the draw at first, and now it's cleared down. Patience can be a killer sometimes on the power play as McClendon plays one up the near boards, and Tom Mealy will skate onto it in center ice. His backhand feed all the way across left wing to Steve Mealy. At the left point, will slow things down again. Atwell down low, right corner, Mealy. Tom Mealy out in front to Steve. Fires, it's stopped by Colgan. Ruiz finds the rebound with 15 to go on the two-man advantage. Hat-Tricks will have a power play still after that. Mealy across to Tom, and it's tipped away. Mann trying to muscle it out to center, and he is not able to get it out on first try. Second try, he does. Mann with a 2-on-1. Now a breakaway shorthanded. Slaketka in on McClendon. Stopped by the right pad. Hat-Tricks will spring forward the other way, now slowing down. 38 seconds left on a 5-on-4 now. Watertown survives the two-man disadvantage. Dmitry Kuznetsov behind his own net, leaving the puck for Vinny Susi. 25 to go on the man advantage for the Hat-Tricks. 11:50 in the first period. Scoreless here from Danbury. Corey Anderson into the Watertown zone, swinging all the way around behind the net, coming out to the near corner, to the point Jackson. Jackson across to the left circle, Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov surveying with 10 left on the power play to Susi. Center point winds, blasts. It's stopped in front and tipped into the corner. Ojic spins by one. Ojic working behind the net. Out in front, one-timer Anderson. Stopped by Colgan again, sliding across to the right. What a stop by Colgan as the Wolves get out of the box. It's back at even strength. 11:27 left in the first. Scoreless. Hat-Tricks power play unsuccessful. And Jim, what a sequence there for Brendan Colgan.
Yeah, he's been very, very sharp here in the first period. He's a big guy, he's aggressive, and he really reads the passing plays well. He's aggressive, and he comes out, and he's made 4 solid pad saves so far in this first period, the latest there on Anderson. And Anderson kept whacking away at the rebound until LaBelle shoved him out of the way. Colgan's been the difference in the early going.
Hat-Tricks will have an offensive zone draw to the right of Colgan. 11:27 to play in the first. It's scoreless. Anderson will take the draw against McDonald. Anderson wins it back to Susi. Susi drives one in, and Anderson falling down, unable to connect on the tip try. Back the other way, right to left. It's Watertown into the Hat-Tricks zone. Jemayev backhands out in front. McDonald searching for it, and the Hat-Tricks clear to center. Lane King at the Hat-Tricks line, all the way across, looking for McDonald. McDonald with 2 hat-tricks surrounding him, and Kuznetsov finds the puck. Banks it forward, looking for Steve Mealy. He couldn't find it. Now he does at center, and he'll take the puck forward for the Hat-Tricks. Ojic working through the legs of Jemayev to the near side, and hammers in deep. Under 11 to play in the first period, scoreless. Hat-Tricks with a big power play chance gone by the wayside. Atwell going across, looking for Jackson. It's intercepted by Jemayev, and Atwell will retreat and play the puck forward. Hat-Tricks with a odd man opportunity here. Kuznetsov at the slot, fires off of Slaketka and into the corner. To the slot, it's a pass from Jackson, intercepted, and Watertown will come the other way. Out to center, it's chipped in the air. Atwell, after Jackson flagged it down with a high stick, will get whistled here. Finally, Devine out of the box. 10:20 to go in the first, no score.
Hat City Physical Therapy is the physical therapy provider for your Danbury Hat-Tricks. Their facility is located on Federal Road right here in Danbury. Hat City Physical Therapy is owned and operated by the medical director of the Danbury Hat-Tricks, Dr. Lee Day. Dr. Lee and his staff provide outstanding physical therapy care for a range of diagnoses and problems. Give them a call for all your orthopedic and physical therapy needs.
Hat-Tricks win the neutral zone draw. Ruiz line out with Finberg and Bunnell. Finberg in on the forecheck. Halfway through this first period, King in his own zone will outlet for Mann through center. That pass had eyes all the way for Mann. Here's Lodge, whose shot from the right circle is swallowed by McClendon. 10:02 to play in the first. Lodge getting that shot from the circle. McClendon had a little bit of traffic in front, but was able to see it.
A name that you've called a little bit here in the first period, including in the starting lineup, is Brett Jackson. For the Hat-Tricks, he made his debut last night, picked up an assist. He's a guy that can play both forward and defense and has done so already tonight, played both.
Hat-Tricks outlet after winning the draw, and the Wolves take over in their own zone. King up the right side to Lodge. Lodge leaves it to the near side. Devine up back to Lodge through center ice, across the Hat-Tricks line, into the slot, fires. It's blocked by Daniluk. Kicking at it is Lodge. He's unable to connect. Finberg will find the puck in the corner, leave it behind for Susi, who walks by Lodge and gets the puck up the right wing to Ruiz. Ruiz chipping it forward to Bunnell. Bunnell at the left circle, in on goal, backhand, scores! Gordy Bunnell from Johnny Ruiz. It's 1-0 Hat-Tricks. 9:25 left in the first, and Gordy Bunnell with a silky finish.
That's a pretty pass from Johnny Ruiz and an even prettier finish by Bunnell. He came in, and this time he took advantage of the aggressiveness of Colgan, made Colgan open up with the first move, and then Bunnell didn't shoot it hard. He just slid it. He kept it along the ice, and right between the legs went 5-hole on Colgan. That is a neat little finish for Gordy Bunnell. That is his third goal of the season. And Josh, his first at even strength this year from Johnny Ruiz.
Here's another look. Just opened up the 5-hole, put it right through.
Absolutely. Took advantage of Colgan. Colgan is very, very aggressive. And he came out, and again, Bunnell outweighted him and made the goalie make the first move. And then once you do that, once you open him up, you don't have to rifle it into the back of the net. And that's not what Gordy Bunnell did. He just slid it in along the ice. A nice, as you put it, silky finish by Gordy Bunnell, and the Hat-Tricks have a 1-0 lead.
Bunnell's third of the year, and he missed last night, making his presence felt right back in the lineup tonight. And what a pass, too, from Johnny Ruiz.
Great pass.
Through the air, getting it over a stick and right onto the tape of Bunnell. Just probably how they drew it up in practice.
Exactly. Well, those two have some great synergy together anyway. They have really, really good chemistry. They play together at even strength. They play together on the power play. They're the forward pair shorthanded on the penalty kill. So they really know each other well. It's their second season playing together. And you see it. You know, they anticipate things together really, really well. And for Johnny Ruiz, he now has at least 1 point in each of the 7 games this season. And now he leads the team with 10 points, 6 goals, 4 assists as he picks up the main helper there.
Great job by the Hat-Tricks top pair. The trio of Ruiz, Bunnell, and Anderson, the returners from last year, and 2 of them connecting for that goal. Ruiz to Bunnell, the Hat-Tricks up 1-0. 9:25 to play in the first period. And the other one there, Anderson, will take this draw against McDonald. Anderson wins the puck forward to Ojic. Ojic at the left circle, backhand out in front, and it's stopped by Slaketka. Turn forward, Jackson finds it, the tip try off the post and wide of the net. It will go behind where the Wolves take over in the near corner. The outlet try stopped by Delina, and Anderson able to chip right back in. 9 minutes to play in the first period. Hat-Tricks on top on a beautiful finish by Gordy Bunnell on a breakaway in from Johnny Ruiz. Hat-Tricks at their own line. Aaron Atwell up the right side to Anderson, who was changing, so didn't grab that puck, and the Wolves will take over. The pass forward is stopped by Lopez back onto the ice after the fight earlier. And Watertown plays it back towards Hat-Tricks ice. Hat-Tricks left to right through center ice. Steve Mealy getting the legs moving across the line. Lopez plays it out towards the front of the net, and it's intercepted. Back the other way, Jamayev. Jamayev up the right wing. Jackson trying to lay a huge hit, and now Garrett gets upended in the corner. Hat-Tricks come away with the puck. Lopez chips to center. Devine flags it down for Watertown and will hammer in on goal. McClendon will glove it and just slow it down here with 8:11 left to whistle. Hat-Tricks will have a defensive zone face-off here with 8:11 left in the first and a 1-0 lead. Ralph, the ice cream guy. Have you had his ice cream?
I have not. You know me. I get here, I work. I don't eat, I don't drink, I just work. So I got to visit Ralph.
You have to try the slap shot crunch, the Hat Tricks waffle cone, and don't forget blue and green sprinkles. Where could you go wrong? It's Whalers colors.
Yeah.
Ralph, the ice cream guy, is a certified master ice cream maker and has a recipe fit for kings and heads of state. The ice cream guy can cater your next event, the official ice cream of the Danbury Hat Tricks. He's creamy.
Love it. Kings, heads of state, Josh Starr, not me. That's
I don't think
that it goes right there.
I'll try the slap shot crunch.
I would try it. I just haven't been offered it yet.
We'll have to get you some ice cream at some point.
I need some right now.
8:11 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Hat Tricks, and a defensive zone draw coming up for Danbury. Ruiz will take it, and he will win it into the corner. Garrett up the near side. Finberg up the right wing into the Watertown zone. Bennell went in offside, so the Wolves will take control. Under 8 to play. The stretch pass for Chamelka. In on McClendon. Chamelka in, scores. 5-hole on McClendon. Chamelka out of nowhere. The Hat Tricks went in offside on the other end, and the stretch pass beat the Danbury defense. It's 1-1, 7:52 to play in the first.
It's a set play, and they've now pulled it off twice in this first period. And McClendon made the first save about 5 minutes ago, but not this time. Chamelka saw the 5-hole. It opened up, and he made no mistake as he rifled it right between the pads. And we're all even at 1 apiece as Chamelka scores his 5th goal of the season, 5 goals in 8 games. Real strong start to the season for the rookie.
Hat Tricks win the draw. All even now at 1 again. 7:45 to go in the first. Hat Tricks in on the offensive zone, forechecking Bennell. Bennell in the near corner, steers the puck around LaBelle. Big size disadvantage for Bennell, and he's able to win the puck back to the point. Down a look, left circle, out in front, sticked away by Colgan. Bennell in front, fires it, stopped by Colgan again. Bennell somehow found his way to the front of the net there, and it's cleared out to center. Hat Tricks right back on the puck with Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz through center at the red line will fire in over the net. It bounces off the back of it and behind the cage. LaBelle starting the breakout for Watertown, up to Mann through center. Mann to the right side. It's flagged away by Kuznetsov. Now Mann in front, scores! Just like that, the Hat Tricks couldn't control a bouncing puck in their own zone, and Mann pots it past McClendon. 7:02 left, and 2 quick goals for Watertown here in the first period.
Yeah, Michael Mann's 4th of the season comes as Danbury kind of scuffles with the puck inside the blue line, inside their own blue line. I thought it might have been offside. It has not been called that way. It's being called a goal. I don't see Coach McIsaac arguing, but from my naked eye, I thought it might have been an offside. But that's not the call. And then again, he breaks in, and he's pretty much untouched, and Mann scores his 4th of the season. So a rough past under a minute here for the Hat Tricks as a 1-0 lead turns into a 2-1 deficit.
Crowd has gone quiet here in Danbury Arena. The Hat Tricks win the draw, and Ojic kicks forward into the Watertown zone. Under 7 to play in the first. It's 2-1 Watertown. Up the right wing, Jackson intercepts and drops it back for Atwell in his own zone. Banks forward. Anderson tip try into the zone. Is able to get it in, but not past Devine. Now Anderson intercepts, top of the slot. Anderson, the shot, rifles in, and it's stopped by Colgan. Anderson crashes the net. Colgan goes down, and Watertown did not like that. 6:30 to go in the first. 2-1 Hat Trick, or 2-1 Wolves rather. And you have to love that from the Hat Tricks after they give up the 2 quick goals, getting in and mixed up in some extracurriculars.
Yeah, Anderson just going hard to the net. Anderson did not touch the goalie, but he did bump the defenseman who bumped the goalie, kind of hit him in the back of the head a little bit or the side of the head. Colgan went down like he was snipered from above, and he might have helped draw a penalty here. Look at that. Anderson has headed to the penalty box, and Atwell is arguing with the official right now, and I agree. He bumped into the defenseman. The defenseman bumped into the goalie, then laid out like a fish on the ice. And unless the penalty is for something that happened after the whistle, I question that call against Anderson.
The Hat Tricks penalty kill so far this year, 76.7. That's the bottom of the FPHL. The Watertown power play at 16.7, fifth in the league out of 7. But they have 5 power play goals on the season, 4 of them by Justin McDonald. He is at the point to start this power play, 6.5 to go, 2 minutes on the power play. Anderson in the box. The Hat-Tricks win the draw. Bennell chips forward to himself and will work the puck into the Watertown zone. 10 seconds into the man advantage. Anderson sitting in the box for the Hat-Tricks. Across the Hat-Tricks line, right wing, Lodge across. Well, take the puck at the left circle. Lodge back to the point, Devine. Center point. Devine surveys off to the right side. McKechnie at the right circle. Down low, McDonald has it hop over his stick. Jackson banks it behind the net to Atwell near side, who winds and rifles all the way down. 5:54 to go in the first period. 1:22 on the man advantage for Watertown. Jemayeff in offside, so the Hat-Tricks will have a free chance at clearing the zone right back. Daniluk takes over, left circle in his own zone, and shuffles down the ice. 5:40 to go, first period. 1:05 left on the man advantage for Watertown. 2-1, Wolves lead the Hat-Tricks. McKechnie right back into the Hat-Trick zone. A man up, swing to the left circle, backhands behind the net. Daniluk first there for the Hat-Tricks. Will scoop it forward and out of the zone all the way down the ice. Under a minute left on this power play, 45 seconds to be exact. 5:15 in the first. A 1-goal lead for Watertown as they work up the ice. Mann, who has one of the 2 goals for the Wolves, into the zone, but the Hat-Tricks find the puck and turn it right back down.
The call was Anderson 2 for roughing at 13:30. Watertown going to their first power play, or in the midst of their first power play.
23 seconds left on it, and Mann comes right into the Hat-Trick zone, walking right by Jackson out in front. Chamelka had the puck in his skates, couldn't get a shot off. King from the point, tip try in front. Mann right at the top of the paint, couldn't connect. Bonta with 9 seconds left on the power play, all the way across Laketka, hopped over his stick. Behind the net, Mann, Atwell pins him up against the boards into the far corner. Chamelka steers back to the point. Anderson out of the box. King at the center point, fires in. Rebound try, right pad stopped by McClendon. The rebound all the way across into the corner. Now the net comes off, and the whistle will blow with 4:21 left in the first. 2-1 Wolves, and the Hat-Tricks are able to survive that man advantage.
McClendon there fighting. He's a battler, and he kept kicking out that right leg and kicking it out even further to make 2 real good stops while he was prone on the ice.
The Danbury Parking Authority is your stop for parking when you come to the Hat-Tricks game. Park in the Patriot Garage across the street from the Danbury Arena. It's safe, secure, and legal. Make sure the only ticket you get is to the game. Hat-Tricks win the draw. Mealy able to get it ahead, and Anderson will spin it forward for Tom Mealy out of his reach. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first period. Lavelle stops right behind his own net and starts the break for Watertown. Right to left, Jemayeff through the right side and out at the Hat-Tricks line. It's stopped by Ruiz, turned right back in by Lodge. Now Jackson works it ahead to Ruiz. Now Bennell across the Wolves line. Bennell kicking it forward to himself. Stopped at the slot, and it's poked forward by Ojic and turned to center by the Wolves. 3:45 to go in the first. Atwell right back ahead to Ruiz. Ruiz circling and now jetting into the zone. It's sticked away from him, and the Wolves come back the other way. Day chips pass, and it's stopped by Jackson. Jackson across to Ruiz, right circle. At the top of the circle, fires through the slot all the way through, and Ojic finds it in the corner. Ruiz going off for a change. Anderson hopping on the ice with 3:20 to play in the first. 2-1 Wolves. Atwell able to intercept from Day, and Atwell starts moving the other way, left to right, all the way to Anderson. One-timer, wide of the net, and Colgan able to cover up right at the side of the cage. 3:10 left, 2-1 Wolves, and some more a little bit after the whistle.
A little extracurriculars going on there. We didn't give you the Danbury scratches tonight. For the first time this season, Kodiak White Duck is out of the lineup. He is a healthy scratch. White Duck has 2 assists in his first 6 games this season. Also, defenseman Tom Bell, who made his hat-trick debut last night, did not get on the score sheet, but he played defense after being picked up off waivers from Delaware earlier in the week. 6'3", 190-pound left shot defenseman. He is scratched as well. as is Kayan Farsad, who played last night. He was in the lineup in the 5-4 loss.
3:10 left in the first, 2-1 Wolves. And really the hat-tricks, I feel like, have probably outplayed Watertown in this period. It was just 2 mistakes and the breakaway.
2 big mistakes, though, and 2 mistakes made in their own end at their own blue line. Things that you just absolutely cannot do. And they were already bailed out once by McClendon on a mistake inside their own blue line that led to a breakaway. So, it's happened multiple times here. They really need to clean up in their own end. Again, Watertown is, this season they're averaging just under 5 goals a game. So they're a team that can light it up. You can't give them those opportunities.
Watertown wins the defensive zone draw. Anderson forechecking, and Watertown trying to get out of the zone. Kuznetsov will just poke it back to Daniluk, and the hat-tricks will reset. Turned over, though, as Day comes toward the hat-trick zone. Finberg finds the puck with 2:50 to play in the first. Daniluk hammers in. Kuznetsov, right circle. Kuznetsov in the shot off the right pad of Colgan and stopped out of the net. 2:40 to play in the first. Kuznetsov, his best chance of the night. And the hat-tricks will come back toward their own zone. Garrett takes a settling puck and turns it forward. Day into his own zone, circling back. Will get knocked down by Kuznetsov and still be able to connect his pass forward. Chamelka tips into the hat-trick zone, and Kenny Garrett will play it for Danbury. All the way across behind the net to Atwell with 2:15 to play in the first. Atwell across for Steve Mealy. Kicks it to himself on his stick, and now to Atwell. Top of the slot, Atwell working in, steers it to the near side, and Jackson finds it there. Jackson at the right circle, working down low. Jackson out in front, tip try in front, kicked by Tom Mealy, and Colgan covers up. Mealy trying to get that to his stick, just couldn't get there. 1:56 to play in the first. 2-1 Wolves.
You mentioned Kuznetsov's opportunity there. He didn't seem to really get into that shot. It seemed like he guided it on net more than he let loose on it. And I just wondered, maybe the puck got too into his body and he wasn't able to get the full motion of his shot together. So it looked like he guided it, and it turned into an easy save.
Here's Mealy out in front, kicked away by Colgan. Well, fires just wide into the corner and out to center. Garrett pinching in the neutral zone, trying to keep that alive, and Mann comes the other way. Right against Atwell. Mann swings wide out in front, stopped by Jackson. Turn forward, Mealy tips the center and out of the zone. Back to Devine in his own zone. Plays it forward. Atwell takes it for the hat-tricks. Leaving it for Steve Mealy. Trying to settle a puck in the neutral zone. It's stopped, and the Wolves come in. 1:19 to play in the period. Puck bounces out in front. McClendon doesn't want to take any chances with that. So with 1:15 left, he'll cover up. 2-1 Wolves.
Yeah, he doesn't want to take a chance with Jimmy Lodge bearing down on him. Jimmy Lodge was signed as a free agent today by Watertown, and he's a guy with a lot of experience. He's played 3 seasons in the American Hockey League, also has ECHL experience. So gives Watertown another good scorer in their top 6.
Wolves win the draw into the far corner. McDonald behind the net. 2 goals for Watertown tonight. McDonald held off the score sheet. He's trying to get on it here in the corner. It's taken up to the point. Last minute in the first period. Hat-tricks find a puck in the outlet for Ruiz off his stick and into the corner. 50 seconds to play. Ruiz on the puck in the far corner. Wolves zone. It's played to the point. Ojic finds the puck there. Left circle, Ojic. Behind the net, Ruiz. Back out in front. Tip to the side. McDonald finds it. Now it's Bunnell in the slot. Tip in front. Backhand off the crossbar by Ojic. Bunnell finds the puck in the near half wall and unable to control it in the corner with 30 seconds to play. Steered up the boards. Danila keeps it in. Plays it right back into that near corner. And now out to center by the Wolves. 20 seconds to go in the first period. 2-1 Watertown. Hat-tricks into the zone. Anderson shot tipped high and over the glass, out of play. 13.5 to go in the first. 2-1 Wolves.
What a great feed by Gordy Bunnell down low there, and a prime scoring chance down right, 6-7 feet in front of the net, and it catches iron instead of the back of the net for Danbury. Bad break there.
Ojic making his presence felt, and after joining the team late this year. 10 seconds left. Hat-tricks in the neutral zone. Kuznetsov kicks it, and the Wolves take over. It's McKechnie who's stopped at the line by Susi as time expires in the first period. 2-1 after the first, and the Wolves take a lead into the dressing room. Hat-tricks with a lot of chances in that period, just only one able to find the back of the net.
Yeah, very impressed with Brendan Colgan in net for Watertown. He made 19 saves in that first period. So, we talked about in the open how, Danbury had to get their feet moving, had to play better defensively than they did last night on the road in Watertown when they allowed 20 shots in the first period, 20 shots in the second period, and McClendon was under siege right from the get-go. Here they flipped the script, and they put 20 shots on net against Colgan, but Colgan really stood up to it. 19 saves in the period as as Danbury had their 20 shots on goal. But the but is Danbury didn't take advantage of the 5-on-3 or the ensuing 5-on-4. That hurt them for sure because it could have given them a quick start to this game. They did score the first goal, but then gave up 2 in under a minute. And that's the difference right now, trailing 2-1.
That was very similar to last night's game. The Hat-tricks scored and then weren't able to follow it up with a stretch without giving up a goal or able to add to it. And it's the momentum unable to be stopped by the Hat-tricks, and they will head to the second period down a goal. We'll come back with an intermission report and then the second period coming up in just a few minutes here from Danbury. It's 2-1 Watertown after the first. back inside Danbury Arena for the second period of action. Josh Starr with Jim Cerny, and Watertown taking a 1-goal lead into the second period, 2-1. Wolves after 20 minutes. Danbury opened the scoring with Gordy Bonnell. It was a slick pass from Johnny Ruiz through center ice. Vinny Susi also getting an assist on the goal, and Gordy Bonnell with a nice finish. Backhand between the legs, 5-hole, past Brendan Colgan, and then it was 2 straight goals just about 2 minutes later, separated by 50 seconds for Watertown. First Colin Chamelka, and then Michael Mann. And the Hat Tricks down 2-1 after the first.
And they amended the shots on goal. I'm not sure anybody's keeping score at home, but we want to be official here. So they removed a shot from Danbury, so they did not hit the 20-shot mark. Instead, they outshot Watertown in that first period, 19-12. Watertown was 0 for 1 on the power play in the first period, and Danbury was 0 for 2, including big missed opportunity when they had about 1:30 of a 5-on-3 2-man advantage.
So, ready to go here in the second. Hat Tricks will go right to left, Wolves left to right. And it will be Stephen Tom Mealy alongside Brett Jackson to start the period for the Hat Tricks, with Daniluk and Susi as the deep pair. Frankie McClendon still in goal for Danbury. 20 minutes on the clock, and the second period is underway in Danbury Arena. 2-1 Wolves as Watertown wins the draw. King will break out up the left wing to Chamelka, dropping it for McKechnie and into the zone. Day loses control. Tom Mealy will take over in the top of his own circle. Leaves it for Daniluk, who will scoop forward to Jackson, and Jackson will break out. Mealy up the right wing, one-handing it into the zone. It will be taken by LaBelle and cleared all the way down. That will go for icing. 28 seconds into the period, 2-1. Hat Tricks trailing.
This is the third meeting this season between Danbury and Watertown. Back on November 10th in this arena here in Danbury, it was a Hat Trick skating to a 4-3 win. That's where they had the 4-1 lead in the third period. Gave up 2 quick goals and had to sweat it out, but held on for the 1-goal win.
Ruiz unable to win this draw, and it's been a theme against this Watertown team. Here's Day into the Hat Trick zone. Day splitting the D in the shot all the way into the corner. Might have been tipped by a Hat Tricks defender. It will come out to center ice. As I was saying, the theme for the Hat Tricks, unable to control the momentum when they score against this Wolves team so far. 45 seconds into the second, the tip in front, scores! It goes off of either Daniluk or Chamelka in front, and it was Mercurio in the corner, Day, that flung that puck toward the goal mouth, and just like that, a tough bounce. It's 3-1 Watertown. 19:09 left in the second period.
That is really a tough bounce right there. 51 seconds into the period. I mean, the pass, it really wasn't a shot. It was a pass, came from beneath the goal line, and I think it hit Daniluk's skate. I think it went off Daniluk's skate and past McClendon and into the cage. That's an unfortunate one there for the Hat Tricks.
So the Hat Tricks down 2 now. We'll try to fight back here in the second period. It's the second half of a home and home. 1 minute into the second period, 3-1 Wolves. Hat Tricks dropping the opener last night in Watertown in overtime, 5-4. Here's Slaketka back into the Hat Trick zone, leaving it for McDonald. A shot off the glove of McClendon, tips wide, and the Hat Tricks get the puck to center ice. Devine in his own end, 90 seconds into the period. Delina across the Hat Tricks line, stopped by Garrett, who will poke forward as Finberg unable to control. Neither is Steve Mealy. Finberg at the Watertown line, unable to get in. Here's McDonald ahead to Jemayeff, 2-on-1. Jemayeff left circle out in front, and Atwell able to back check and stick that one away into the corner. He'll clear it down the length of the ice. It will go for icing. 1:49 into the second period, 3-1 Watertown.
And it looks like Chamelka indeed will get the goal. So they're saying that it did not go off Daniluk in front. I thought it went off his skate, but instead maybe Chamelka got a stick to it.
It might have been Chamelka's skate too. He didn't look like he had his stick near that puck.
But it's his second goal of the game. Day with the assist. The defenseman Day with the assist.
Here's the Wolves right back in the zone. Man stripped by Finberg, and he'll clear it down the ice. It's tipped, so no icing. Colgan will leave it behind for LaBelle 2 minutes into the second. a 2-goal lead for Watertown. LaBelle breaks out to Bonta. Bonta stopped by Garrett, plays it between his legs back toward the Watertown zone, and it's taken by the Wolves. Man, across to Lodge, and the shot fired wide into the corner. Out to center. LaBelle up the left wing into the hat-trick zone. Hammers in off of Susi into the corner. Man finds the puck behind the hat-trick's net. Man out in front. Lodge again hammering away, and it goes just wide as the hat-trick's outlet to Ojic. Ojic pumps into the zone. 17:20 to go in the second. Colgan out of his net. Hat-trick's down 2. King breaking out off of man's skate. That should go for icing as Daniluk races back for it, and it does. 17:13 to go in the period. 3-1 Wolves.
TK's American Cafe on White Street in Danbury. Stop by TK's and try one of their 76 amazing wings flavors. Josh's favorite, the Gold Rush. You can visit them on the web, tksamericancafe.com.
Hat-tricks win the draw. Ruiz to Susi at the point. Fires, blockered away by Colgan. And Daniluk plays it back down. It was Ruiz, rather, side of the net, stuffed wide. And the Wolves come away with the puck up the right wing. It's LaBelle. Forward to McKechnie and off to Mann. Now McKechnie right back into the zone. Backhand. McClendon unable to corral it, but he's able to make the save. Now here's Ruiz. Through center. Johnny Ruiz across the line. Winds. He's stopped from behind. Out in front to Pinnell. It's stopped and put in the corner. Pinnell out in front. And now it looks like a penalty being called against Devine. Hat-tricks lost control there, and they might be going to the power play here. It is Devine headed to the box. 16:38 to go in the second period. 3-1 Wolves, and Danbury heads to the power play again. They had a 5-on-3 in the first period, unable to capitalize, and now a chance again to get within one.
Right before the penalty, really good back check by Brandon Day. You saw Ruiz cross the blue line. He was about to wind up on the slap shot, but Day caught him from behind and got his stick on Ruiz's stick, and Ruiz could not get a shot off.
Power play presented by Ferrer Electric as the shot from the point was stopped and cleared down. 8 seconds into the power play, 3.5 into the second period. It's 3-1 Watertown. Here's Jackson up through the left wing. Jackson pumps in and will chase it himself behind the net. Works the puck free. Out in front. Kuznetsov couldn't find it. Into the corner. He puts it forward to Anderson. Now back to the point. Ojic. Right point. Now right circle. Kuznetsov rifles one. It's blocked by a sliding Slaketka. Kuznetsov right circle again. Drops it back. Ojic. Ojic blasts it from the point. Tipped in front. Scores! Corey Anderson gets the hat-tricks within one. A power play goal for Corey Anderson. 4:01 into the second period. It's 3-2 Wolves.
Corey Anderson going to the dirty areas of the ice, and that's where he scored a lot of the goals in all of professional hockey. He went to the net there. Ojic drove the shot on net. Colgan could not corral the rebound. Anderson was there, and he was able to chip it into the net.
Great job by Anderson to win the battle on the side of the net. Had a couple of penalty killers around him, but he was first to the puck. And the hat-tricks cut the lead in half. It's 3-2 Wolves. And the power play successful for the 7th time this season. Here's the hat-tricks right back on the puck. Cass plays in deep. And it's only a 1-goal deficit now for Danbury. 15:50 to go in the second period. Anderson gets his 6th of the year. The Wolves right back into the zone. McDonald fires high and wide. He gets his own rebound on the side of the net. Devine at the point. Plays down low into the far corner. Cass first to it for the hat-tricks. Dealing with the referee in the corner. Jackson comes away with it for Danbury. Plays it up the far boards at the half wall. Mealy looking to work it forward, and Jackson comes away with it. Leaves it to Atwell left wing all the way across to Tom Mealy. Circling back at center and will turn back once again at the red line. Across the Cass at the far wall in the neutral zone. Now it's all the way to the near side. Ruiz will just play in deep. 5 minutes into the second. 2 goals already in this period, 1 aside. Bunnell steers back toward the Watertown line. It's played forward to McDonald all alone against 2 hat-tricks, but he wins the puck forward to Delina. Delina left circle, loses control into the corner. 5:10 into the second period, 1-goal lead for Watertown. Devine, D to King, right circle, out in front all the way through. Ruiz finds it for the Hat-Tricks. He has a breaker. It was Bunnell and a sliding King able to intercept that pass. What a job by King to get back and prevent the breakaway for Bunnell. Bunnell has the puck right back in the neutral zone. Will pump in deep. Takes a weird hop behind Colgan and taken by King, who will outlet to Man. Man into the hat-trick zone. Man left circle. Fans on the shot. McClendon sticks it away into the corner. Man right back out in front. Hat-tricks unable to control at first, but Atwell able to poke it away. Daniluk clears all the way down. It will go for icing. 5:50 into the second. It's 3-2 Wolves.
Officially, the Danbury goal at 4:01. It's Corey Anderson, his 6th of the season, his first on the power play. Kuznetsov will get 1 assist. That will be his first assist of the season. He has 7 goals. And Ojic, who drove that shot on net and caused the rebound, picked up the secondary assist. The power play goal at 4:01.
See Ojic playing the point on that power play, able to get the assist out of it. Hat-tricks in their own zone behind the net. And Lodge plays it forward into the slot. King finds it on the other side, all the way down low behind. In the corner, circling behind the cage. Anderson seals him into the boards. Lodge looking for it. Now King still has it. King taken to the ice by Anderson, and the Hat-Tricks still having trouble finding the puck. Now they do. Finberg up the left wing. Finberg right to left through center ice. All the way across the line. Swinging to the right circle, loses control, pumps in behind the net. Stopped by Bonta behind. Kuznetsov chasing in after it. It was clipped up the boards and out of the zone. Lodge able to turn at center, play it forward to Bonta. At the Hat-Tricks line, Garrett misses the puck. Bonta in on goal. The shot stopped by McClendon. And Steve Mealy will outlet. Mealy through center ice. Working his legs through center across the Watertown line. Out in front looking for Tom. It was intercepted. And the net comes off with 13:08 to play in the second. And a 1-goal Wolves lead.
And Tobias Ojic, every game he finds a way to do something good. The 20-year-old rookie, the son of Gino Ojic, longtime former NHL tough guy. Well, his son is not as big, but he's a little bit more of a player than Gino is. Gino is more of the tough guy. Tobias has a more well-rounded game, and Coach Dave McIsaac calls him a real pleasant surprise so far. With that assist, he extended his point streak to 4 consecutive games, and in 5 games this season now, he already has 2 goals, 6 assists, and 8 points. He has played very, very well.
Steve Mealy will take this draw. Ojic watching from the bench on this shift as the Hat-Tricks win the puck forward. Jackson takes it out into the slot, loses control. Jackson upends a Wolf, and he'll get the puck forward, looking for Tom Mealy in front. Colgan intercepted and springs the Wolves forward. McKechnie up the left wing, working against Atwell. Atwell is able to win that puck for the Hat-Tricks, and Steve Mealy comes back the other way, right to left. Mealy with his brother Tom, feeds it to Tom on the left circle. Out in front, it was stopped, and Steve will have it right back at the point. Garrett out to the front of the net. Jackson couldn't find the puck. It was in a slew of skates, and the Hat-Tricks will reset. Atwell backhands deep. 7.5 played in the second period. 1-goal lead for Watertown. Atwell out in front. Tip try from Mealy off of a body and wide. Into the corner. Devine will take control for Watertown. Devine complaining to the referee as he's skating toward the puck. He's really upset with the officiating, as he's already been to the box twice tonight. And Wolves will play it in deep. 8 minutes played in the second period. Garrett in the corner working against McDonald. Ruiz, and at the side of the net, McClendon will sprawl over to take that puck. 11:57 to play in the second, and a 3-2 Wolves lead.
Coltec is the founder of Plastic Chamber Technology. Coltec is headquartered locally in Brookfield. Coltec is family-owned and operated with experience in the drainage industry dating back to the 1950s. When you're talking drainage and stormwater, Coltec is the world leader. Contact them today at Coltec, that's CULTEC.com.
Coltec president Bob DiTullio ran the New York City Marathon a couple weeks ago.
I got to tell you, I like working out. I like to run and all that. And, I played all different sports. I'm not into the marathon. Like, I respect people doing it, and I can watch it. There is no chance you would ever see Cerny running the 26-odd miles there.
Running has grown on me. I used to hate it.
26 miles?
Not 26 miles, no. My personal record is 5.5.
It's not bad. That's very respectable.
I don't know if I could have gone much further, though.
26. So my roommate in college, we were talking once about marathons and, whatever. Hey, what's the farthest you could run and everything? He gets in the conversation. He says, run 26 miles. I can barely drive 26 miles without getting tired. So I don't know that I'm not that bad, but yeah, I'm not running 26 miles. But that is very cool. President of Coltech did.
Yes.
Congratulations to him.
The Hat-Tricks win the draw in their own zone, playing up the far boards as Ojic chips that puck. It hits something, and no whistle. That had to have been out of play, but we'll play on here. Hat-Tricks deep into their own zone now. Atwell chases into the corner. 11.5 to play in the second period. It's 3-2 Watertown. Second half of a back-to-back home and home series between these two teams. Watertown took last night's game in overtime back in New York. Here's McDonald into the hat-trick zone. Right circle, fires off of a stick and wide of the net. Ojic chips to center, and it's taken by Bunnell. Bunnell at the right circle in the Watertown zone, working by. He's upended, and Ojic takes over behind the net. Backhand out in front. Ojic now at a hard angle will turn back at the left circle. Backhand down low to Bunnell. 11 minutes to play as it's all the way back out to the slot. Anderson over skates, and now the Hat-Tricks are in trouble. McDonald into the hat-trick zone, out in front to Delina, and it's poked wide. Hat-Tricks did a good job on the back check. LaBelle down low all the way to McDonald behind the net. Atwell seals him into the boards. Susie coming in to help, but McDonald comes away with the puck in the corner. McDonald loses his stick to the ice. Atwell still digging away at it. Puck jumps over to Anderson, who will chip it off the boards, not out of the zone. Jemaev hammers one toward net. It's stopped by Susie. Now jumped high in the air. It will be settled down, but the pass across the ice from King goes out of the zone. LaBelle will have to turn back and restart for Watertown. 10:15 to go in the second. Here's Mann into the hat-trick zone behind the net. It will come out towards center, and now the Hat-Tricks with Tal Finberg. Finberg into the zone, left circle. Finberg out in front, backhand off the crossbar. The Hat-Tricks so close to tying the game. Finberg looking for his first career goal, as that one gets chipped out of play halfway through regulation exactly. It's a 3-2 Wolves lead. Tal Finberg, so close.
Yeah, it was a great shot. He kept his feet moving there. The Watertown defenders kind of, just paused for a half second. That was enough to send Finberg in alone against Colgan, and he did all the things right. And he beat Colgan up high, but he caught iron instead of the back of the net. Unfortunate break for the Hat-Tricks and for Finberg, as you point out, seventh game. He's played in all 7 games this season, still looking for his first goal.
He has 1 point so far. Hat-Tricks win the draw. Susie unable to control at the point. Now it's a 2-on-1 for Watertown. Lodge up the left side at the circle. Lodge out in front, fires, scores. Just like that, the Hat-Tricks have a prime chance at one end, and the Wolves answer on the other. They extend their lead back to 2. It's Jimmy Lodge, his Wolves debut, and it's a 4-2 Watertown lead, 10-11 into the second period.
Yeah, we talked about Jimmy Lodge earlier, a guy with American Hockey League experience, also experience in the ECHL. A guy who just a couple years ago in the E with the Jacksonville Icemen scored 17 goals, 49 points in 57 games. So, in this league, he is going to put up some numbers, and you can't give him opportunities like a 2-on-1 break. And boy, he was patient, and he made a real sweet finish there, beating McClendon.
He waited to see if he had the shot.
Yep.
He was going to take the pass, but he was given the shot, and he finished it. Here's the Hat-Tricks in the neutral zone. Ojic across the Wolves line will play in deep. 9.5 to play in the second. The Hat-Tricks cut the lead in half on the power play, but it's taken right back by Watertown just a few minutes later. Hat-Tricks continue this theme of not being able to add on goals against this Watertown team. It's 4-2 Wolves. Devine in his own zone. 9:10 to play in the second period. He'll trek back behind his own cage. His outlet intercepted at center by Atwell, taken by Finberg. And now Atwell again plays it forward. It's intercepted by Slaketka into the Hat-Trick zone. Slaketka off of Atwell, and man finds that puck. Lodge, right circle, out in front, and it was Bonta streaking in. It went right over his stick. The hat-tricks come the other way. Might have an odd man rush. Here's Kuznetsov flying through center. The shot from the right circle is smothered by Colgan. 8:45 to play in the second. 4-2. And the Wolves with a 2-goal advantage. The goal from Lodge, unassisted for the Wolves.
So, Dr. Jared DiLorenzo is a proud member of the Danbury Hat-Tricks medical team. Stop by and see him on Locust Street in downtown Danbury. Feeling good is an option. They can get you there.
We talk about this hat-tricks team and unable to put goals, consecutive goals on the board. It seems like every time they gain the momentum, it's just taken right back by Watertown. Last night, it was Kuznetsov with the hat trick, and he was able to give the hat-tricks a 3-2 lead, but then it was 2 straight goals for Watertown. Take a break here for God Bless America.
You know, Josh, we talked a lot about Justin McDonald earlier in the game. And, leading scorer in the league, 18 points, leads the league with 11 assists, tied for second in the league with 7 goals. I mean, he's done it all for them, the 31-year-old veteran. And Danbury has really done a good job shutting him and his line down tonight. But what Watertown has done so well is get that secondary scoring going. They're getting contributions up and down the lineup tonight, not having to rely on their go-to top line.
Watertown wins the draw in their own zone, plays it forward Day. Day across the hat-tricks line, stopped by Garrett, steered up the boards. Garrett right back on it at the circle, will pump it to center ice. Finberg unable to control there, but the whistle blows offside at the hat-tricks line. 8:26 to play in the second. 2-goal lead for Watertown here in Danbury Arena.
And it looks like we will get assists now on Lodge's goal. Devine and LaBelle, the 2 defensemen, are going to get assists on that goal, and rightfully so. As, of course, he accepted a pass on the play, so there had to be some kind of assist there.
Here's the hat-tricks right back into the Watertown end. Anderson, the most recent hat-tricks goal scorer, unable to control, and the puck comes to center. Garrett right across to Atwell, who hammers in deep. Atwell will go off, Garrett will go off for a change. Hat-tricks into the zone. Finberg get tangled up with Kuznetsov and fired one towards the net. It was stopped by a Wolves player and turned right back. Here's Kuznetsov trying to start something for the hat-tricks offensively. He'll go off for a change here. The Mealy line will come out. Jackson with the 2 Mealy brothers. The Wolves play it all the way down. Chemelka first 2 at 7.5 to play in the period as it comes all the way back to Tom Mealy, leaving it for Steve up the right wing. Steve across the Wolves line is passed back for Jackson off a skate and out to center. 7:24 to play in the second period. A 2-goal lead for Watertown. Out in front, Jackson has it for the hat-tricks in the offensive zone at the left circle to our left. He drops it back to Susi. That shot tipped off Devine in front. Back out from Mealy to his brother Tom, and it got stopped away. Here's Steve at the right circle. Out to Daniluk. Fires from the point, and Tom in front. Able to deflect it, but it was stopped by Colgan. Now some extracurriculars with Tom. He's always in on something, it seems like, Tom Mealy. 7 minutes to play in the second. 4-2 Wolves.
Yeah, Brennan Ash not happy with Tom Mealy standing in front of Colgan and trying to whack away, try to get at the rebound. A little cross-checking going on there. But you're right, Tom Mealy and Steve too, but probably more so Tom. He's always in the middle of things. he's not a heavyweight. He's like a middleweight guy. He's not looking to fight, but he doesn't back down from anybody either. He's 36 years old now. He's a veteran guy, a veteran professional player, and he knows how to get under the skin of the opposition. Brennan Ash not happy with him there.
Ruiz line out on the ice now to take the draw. He's unable to win it. McDonald to LaBelle up the far boards. Danila keeps it in and will get it forward to Bonnell. Right circle. Bonnell fires. It's waffle boarded away by Colgan and turned ahead by Delina. Delina off of Ruiz's helmet and into the glove of McClendon. All the way down the ice, Ruiz was a little bit stunned by that, and he'll walk off behind the bench. 6:40 to go in the second, 4-2 Wolves.
For a comfortable stay with great amenities, the only choice is the La Quinta by Wyndham in Danbury. Ask for the Hat Tricks Friends and Family rate. You can't beat it, La Quinta.
Wolves in the offensive zone, unable to win the draw. Hat Tricks turn forward. Finberg unable to control that pass, and it's all the way deep into the Watertown zone. Lane King along the near half wall, stopped by a couple of hat tricks. Corey Anderson comes away with the puck. Anderson out in front. Kuznetsov stuffing away. It goes wide, and the clear comes out from McDonald. He's carrying through center across the hat tricks line. Stops at the left circle. Backhand all the way across. King right circle. Tip try in front just wide. Jemayev had a wide open net, and he tipped it wide. 6 minutes to go. The hat tricks survive one there as they tip to center and all the way down with Kuznetsov. That will go for icing. 5:57 to play in the second. Still a 2-goal Wolves lead.
Yeah, I was watching the back part of that play, and I'm like, the team skated out. It was pretty much 3-on-3, and then all of a sudden it was like a 5-on-3, or at least a 4-on-3. I'm like, where's Corey Anderson? And where's Kuznetsov? They were like a stride behind there, and that could have cost Danbury, because it ended up on the stick on right wing with a perfect pass down below where the tip just went wide. But a good opportunity for Watertown. Anderson at the end of his shift it was tough to get back.
He's able to win the draw in his own zone here with under 6 to play. It's shipped to center where Tom Mealy finds the puck. Right at the red line, will come to the near side. It's Daniluk. Daniluk up the left wing, fires a shot off a shin pad into the corner. Kuznetsov finds it there for the hat tricks. It's turned ahead to the top of the zone. Tom Mealy kicks it in and keeps it in the zone, but he's upended and scooped out to center by Watertown. 5.5 to play. The Wolves holding a 2-goal advantage over the hat tricks. Second half of a back-to-back here, home and home series between these two teams. Here's Kuznetsov, leaving it ahead for Steve Mealy out of his reach, and Watertown comes the other way. Daniluk at center, able to intercept. Kuznetsov turning back for the hat tricks. His outlet pass for Bonnell. He leaves it for Steve Mealy at the right circle. Mealy all alone in the zone, waiting for his teammates to change. He's able to hold the puck up in the far corner. Kicks it back to himself. Now out in front. Bonnell had it tipped over his stick and cleared to center. He gets stumbled up on the puck. Here's Chemelka back into the hat-trick zone. Bonta fires. It's blockered into the air and gloved down by Ojic. Ojic the other way, getting the legs moving through center ice across the Wolves line. Ojic shoots one, rises high and wide. The rebound out in front, and Anderson unable to connect as Bonnell fires one high and out of play. 4:36 to go in the second. It's a 2-goal lead for Watertown. Hat-tricks looking a little bit more threatening the last few minutes, but nothing showing for it.
Yeah, they'd really like to shave this to a 1-goal deficit at least before the period comes to an end. You got 4:36 to go in the period. Texas Roadhouse is located on Newtown Road in Danbury. It opened its doors locally in 2017 and is known for hand-cut steaks, cactus blossom, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made from scratch sides, and fresh-baked bread. The restaurant prides itself on its legendary food, legendary service, and legendary fun. It is the Texas Roadhouse.
Good bread, too.
They pointed out the bread, fresh-baked bread.
You're right. Sometimes I don't listen to you.
That's probably the smartest thing you've said on a broadcast so far.
Hey, sometimes the college education comes through.
Come on, listen. We both went to Pennsylvania schools.
Yes.
I was in Lancaster. You, of course, went to the big school at Penn State, of course. State College.
Nittany Lions, a big win today, 28-0.
Well, there you go.
Rutgers is
Figured you'd work that in.
Rutgers is a tough draw sometimes on the football schedule. 4:36 to go in the second, 4-2. Hat Tricks trailing here at home. Here's the face-off. Anderson wins it out in front. The shot from Garrett. And Danbury is able to find that puck in the corner. Kuznetsov turns it over, and King will take it right back for Watertown. Hat Tricks take it back, though. Kuznetsov in the corner. Sidesteps one. McKechnie. Now he turns around in the far corner in a maze of white and unable to control the puck. Now Anderson finds the puck and is passed back to the point. Intercepted. Chemelka over to Day and in towards the Hat Trick zone. He'll chip it in. Chase it himself. Day behind the Hat Trick's net. 4 minutes to play in the period. Out to King, and now Jackson with a breakaway. Jackson trips on his way into the zone and unable to convert on that opportunity for the Hat Tricks. 3:45 to go in the second period, 4-2. Danbury trails the Wolves. McKechnie across behind the Hat Tricks net. Fans on a pass out. Steve Mealy behind his own cage will find that puck. An outlet to Jackson. Jackson up the right wing looking for Tom. Tom in on goal. Tom into the slot. Fires and it's stopped by Colgan. He tried to go 5-hole. Colgan kept it shut. Here's Steve Mealy out in the top of the slot. Steve Mealy down low. Stuffed it high and wide. Behind the net. Mealy shoved off the puck. Jackson comes right back with it. Jackson turning puck towards the net, and it's blocked away to the top of the zone. Cass plays it down low behind. It's Steve Mealy out in front to his brother Tom. Couldn't connect. Atwell at the point. Atwell sidesteps one. It's shot blocked by Devine. And now it's a 4-on-2 for Watertown. McDonald across to Delina. Top of the slot. The shot rises high and wide. And it's turned away by Jackson and down to Mealy. Mealy with a partial 2-on-1 for the Hat Tricks. And he'll turn and get upended at the line. Anderson to play a big hit along the half wall with 2:40 to play in the second. 4-2 Wolves. Hat Tricks force a turnover. Ojic at the top of the slot. Hit shot stopped by 2 Wolves. Turn to the top of the zone. Atwell at the left circle. It's tripped by 1. Now Bunnell, the riser, is stopped by Colgan at the top of his crease again. You talk about that aggression from Colgan, but it looks like there's going to be a penalty coming up here against Watertown. 2:28 to go in the second period. 4-2 Wolves, and a tripping penalty being called against Alex Jemayev. So the Hat Tricks will go to the power play. The last time it was successful with Corey Anderson. They'll have another chance here to cut the lead to just 1.
You know, Ojic has done a lot of good things, and he's made a lot of good decisions for a kid. That time, maybe not so much. He had Corey Anderson down low, wide open if he had seen him. And he also had Gordy Bunnell just above the crease. But instead, he held on to the puck a little bit too long and then fired it right into the skates of the defenseman. Didn't even get a shot on goal. So Ojic, who usually makes a good decision, probably didn't make the best one there.
Hat Tricks unable to win the draw. They'll cycle back into the zone. Susie leaves it off to the right wing. 15 seconds into the penalty. And behind the net, Kuznetsov unable to find that puck. It's steered up the far boards and cleared to center. Ojic back on it for the Hat Tricks. 30 seconds gone on the penalty. Under 2 to play in the period. Watertown all the way down the ice. The Ferrer electric power play here for the Hat Tricks. So far, 1 for 2 on the night. Here's Kuznetsov through center. Kuznetsov working his way in at the right circle, turning forward, looking for Ojic. Near side, Ojic knocked off the puck. Back out in front to Anderson. Ojic finds the puck halfway through the power play. Mealy down low to Kuznetsov, left circle. Back up top to Mealy. Fires, and it's off the post, off the back of Colgan, and somehow stays out. Mealy keeps it in at the point. Far side, Ojic at the circle. Down low behind Anderson in the far corner. 50 to go on the power play. 1:15 in the second period. Hat Tricks down 2. Kuznetsov one-timer stopped in front by Colgan. Daniluk searching for it and unable to find it. It's into the corner. Ojic unable to get there, and it is not cleared by Watertown. Mealy keeps it in at the point. Down low, Ojic right circle. Out in front. It's blocked away into the corner. 30 seconds left on the power play, and Mealy has it at the point. The shot gloved through traffic from Colgan. 51 to go in the second, 22 on the power play, and it's a 4-2 Wolves lead. What a sequence there. Somehow that puck stayed out. It went off the post. It went off of Colgan's back and stayed out.
Yeah, when it went off Colgan's back, I thought it went back over the goal line, but it did not. Corey Anderson certainly thought it was in. He threw his stick up in the air. He thought it was a goal for sure.
Bunnell will take this draw. He's unable to win it. Watertown clears. 15 seconds left on the power play for the Hat-Tricks. 40 in the period. McClendon leaves the puck behind his own net. Now will scoop it ahead into the corner. Steve Mealy unable to find it there. And now here's man to McKechnie, shorthanded with 4 seconds left on the power play. It's sticked into the corner by McClendon. Now it comes back out in front. He'll cover up. Back to even strength. 27 seconds left in the period. 2-goal Wolves lead, and the Hat-Tricks unable to convert on that chance on the power play.
Yeah, Watertown is slowly kind of, taking a little bit more control in this game. But Danbury's hit 3, either the post or the crossbar. They've hit the iron 3 times in this game. And you get one of those and you get a different feel. You get 2 of those and you got yourselves a tie game.
Wolves win the draw, but Atwell muscles the puck forward. Ojic unable to control the pass with 19 seconds left. It's deep into the Wolves' end. Into the far corner, Kuznetsov chasing. He'll find the puck. Scoop it to Anderson, unable to corral it with 10 to go. And it's a 2-on-2 for McDonald. 8 seconds left in the period. McDonald turns back at the line, fires. Susi kicks it, almost deflected it past his own goaltender. But with 2 seconds left at the point, a shot will go wide. And that's how the second period will end. 4-2 Watertown after 40 minutes, and the Hat-Tricks, a late power play, unable to convert. That leaves them down 2 heading into the final 20 minutes.
Yeah, they're 1 for 4 on the power play. They got back into this one on the power play, scoring the power play goal from Anderson at 4:01 of the second period that made it 3-2. But, the big goal here, is Lodge's goal that made it a 2-goal lead for Watertown. His goal at 10:10 of the second period. Right now, that's really the kind of the difference. As we're gonna take a look here.
This is the
pipe,
post.
right?
See, it hits the post right there, off of Colgan. We don't have an angle down there, but nobody looked like they thought it was in.
No, Anderson. You're going to see right here. Anderson's going to throw his arms up in the air along with the fans. Yeah. I mean, again, who is that?
That's Kuznetsov.
That's Kuznetsov. I mean, he's a little bit farther away, but Anderson's right there. That's 2 nights in a row where a call, unfortunately, there's no instant replay in the FPAHL. Last night it could have cost Danbury a game because in overtime, McClendon didn't think that puck crossed the goal line. Mercurio's shot, so they lose that game there on something that maybe could have been reviewed, maybe would have been changed. And here, that would have been a big difference. It would have been a 1-goal game, heading into the final 20 minutes. Now Danbury's still down by 2.
Like you say, Danbury has some work to do in the third period here, down 2 after 2. It's 4-2 Watertown. We will step aside, and we will head to the third period just after this break. Josh Starr, Jim Cerny with you. We'll have the third period coming up after this. The Hat-Tricks looking to come back. Back inside Danbury Arena for the third period of action between the Hat-Tricks and the Wolves. It's 4-2 Watertown after 40 minutes. The Hat-Tricks got on the board first, but 3 straight from Watertown made it 3-1. The Hat-Tricks cut the lead with a Corey Anderson power play goal, but then Jimmy Lodge answered just a few minutes later to make it 4-2. Hat-Tricks had a late power play in the second period, could not convert on it. And now we're sitting here, Hat-Tricks down 2 to start the third.
You need your big players to make big plays. You know, you're down 2 at home, 20 minutes to play. You need your big players to come up and make a difference. And so, you know, for the Hat-Tricks, that means you got to look to Johnny Ruiz. You got to look to Gordy Bennell. You got to look to Corey Anderson, your veterans, Aaron Atwell, you know, Kuznetsov, who scored the hat trick last night, hasn't found the twine tonight. You have to get, you know, your big players need to come through in the big moments, and that's where we're at here as we start the third period. Danbury down by 2.
Steve Mealy's line will start the third for the Hat-Tricks against McKechnie's line for Watertown. As Steve Mealy with Tom on his left, his brother, and Brett Jackson on his right. Susie and Daniluk the D pair. Mealy wins the draw. Daniluk heads forward into the zone. Dumps it in deep behind the net. King will chase there. Steve Mealy trying to lay the body on him, unable to turn the puck back, and the Wolves come the other way. 3-on-2 for Watertown across the Hat-Tricks line. Jackson dropping back, and the shot in on McClendon is sealed by the goaltender. 21 seconds in, it's 4-2 Wolves here in the third.
We touched on this a little bit earlier, but, you know, after this game, Danbury's going to play 4 straight on the road this Thanksgiving week. Wednesday night in Binghamton, then off on Thanksgiving, then Friday night and Saturday night down in Carolina, and then Sunday back up in Delaware. So that's a tough, you know, 4 games, 5-night stretch for the Hat-Tricks.
Hat-Tricks need to find a way to come back in this game. They dropped the opener of this home and home to Watertown last night in overtime. Here's Gordy Bennell into the zone. Bennell out in front, and he just lost control at the last second. Here's Susie from the point. His hammer is dropped. It's blocked by McKechnie in front. Hat-Tricks steer it back on goal. Turn to the point. Susie. 45 seconds into the final frame here. Hat-Tricks down 2. Daniluk, left circle. Tip try in front, just high and wide. Ruiz in the corner. Back to Susie at the point. Ruiz battling a bouncing puck. Gets it across to Daniluk. Puts one towards the slot, and it's taken by Watertown and cleared down to center. Susie drops one, and now here's Atwell blazing into the Watertown zone. Atwell cutting around the back of the net, back out in front. Anderson had his stick lifted. Kuznetsov, left circle. Reiser is stopped by Colgan. 1:19 into the third. Still a 2-goal lead for Watertown.
Well, Gordy Bennell almost made it happen there. We, you know, right after I talked about, you know, you need your best players, you know, in the moment like this. Got to come up with the big play. Gordy Bennell almost did. Puck slid off his stick at the last second, so he never got the shot off. It was a good back check, too, by Chemelka. Chemelka was all over him.
Anderson, or rather Kuznetsov at the circle, loses the puck. Anderson steers it to the right circle. Finberg in there, and Watertown's able to chip it out to center. 90 seconds into the third. It's 4-2 Watertown, and McClendon will cover up there. 18:23 to go in the third. 4-2 again. Watertown leading by 2 here with Josh Starr alongside Jim Cerny in the final frame of action here from Danbury Arena. Corey Anderson will take the defensive zone draw, and it's won by Watertown. A drive from the point. It was high and wide from Devine, and Watertown will pump right back into the hat-trick zone. Aaron Atwell behind the net, cutting forward up the left side, and puts it right on the tape to Corey Anderson through the neutral zone. Anderson upended as he gets into the near corner. All the way around as it comes to Anderson. Fires. It's blocked by Colgan. Anderson somehow at the right circle found himself wide open, but Colgan slid across to make the stop. He's been sensational tonight for Watertown. Lodge coming up the ice, working by Atwell. Lodge, right circle, chips it high and over the net, and it comes out to Finberg, who will try and race to the Watertown zone. He loses control. Lodge dumps into the Hat-Trick's end. 2.5 played in the third. A 2-goal lead for Watertown. Hat-Tricks looking to salvage this home and home, losing last night's game in Watertown 5-4 in overtime. The Wolves coming in, man, dumps in behind the Hat-Trick's net. All the way around to the far side. Atwell able to muscle it and chip it all the way to center. LaBelle retreats into his own zone 3 minutes in to start the rush. Right to left, McKechnie at the red line, walks by one, Hat-Trick, and dumps in. He'll chase it himself behind the Hat-Trick's net. Down a look, hammers him into the boards. It's played to the point. D-to-D, LaBelle now at the near side. Dumps in behind into the corner. Man sealed off there as the Hat-Tricks come away with the puck. Jackson can't get out of the zone first attempt, and now it's pinned against the boards. The whistle will blow. 16:41 to go in regulation, 4-2 Wolves.
It's the spirit of hard work. The Batchers of Litchfield Distillery, in honor of the early farmers of Northwest Connecticut, present to you the locally made Litchfield Distillery bourbon, vodka, and gin. Grab at the rabbit hole and hoist the barrel with the Hat-Tricks.
Hat-Tricks back in their own zone. Ojic up the right wing, drops it for Ruiz. Ruiz getting the legs moving through center. Ruiz into the Wolves zone. Ruiz fires the rebound for Ojic. Stopped again by Colgan. Into the corner. 2 great chances for the Hat-Tricks. Colgan says no to both. Wolves coming the other way, right back into the Hat-Tricks end. 16:15 to play in regulation. Hat-Tricks down 2, and it could have been just 1 there, but Colgan standing tall for Watertown. At his own line, it's Tobias Ojic trying to dance through center ice. Leaves it for Bennell. Bennell, top of the slot. Rister is stopped into the corner by Colgan. Anderson plays it in deep. He's all alone. Hat-Tricks are changing. Hat-Tricks with 40 shots so far, but just 2 have gotten past Colgan. Anderson lays a big hit. Kuznetsov, and it's going to be a penalty on Anderson. 15:46 to play in the third. The fans don't like the call. 4-2 Wolves, and now Watertown will head to the power play. It's like boarding the call against Anderson.
And it's, Danbury has only taken 2 penalties in this game. It's only their second time shorthanded, and we've talked so often this season about their lack of discipline and being penalized far too often during games. We've only taken 2 minors today. The second one here by Anderson tonight. And this is a huge kill. Cannot fall down by 3 to this team.
Watertown wins the draw. McDonald across to Jemayev at the right point. Jemayev walking the line, down low McDonald. 4 of the team's 5 power play goals this season have come from McDonald's stick. He has the puck at the right point. Right circle into the slot. Lodge fires. Blockered into the corner by McClendon. Lodge at the left point now. 20 seconds into the power play. 2-goal lead for the Wolves, looking to add. Well, at the right circle, McDonald shot off of the mask of McClendon. His mask is off, and he looks to get the whistle there. He popped the strap on that save on the shot from McDonald, and he had to shake it off to get the referee's attention. 1:28 left on the kill. 15-14 in the game. Hat-Tricks down 2.
And you were right on the call. It was 2 minutes for boarding at 4:14. Anderson has taken both minors tonight for the Hat-Tricks, and this, it's a huge kill here. You can't overestimate what a big moment in the game this is for Danbury.
Hat-Tricks with Mealy to take the draw. He wins it back to Daniluk, and now Tom up the right side, and it gets lost in the referee's skates. Watertown controls the puck up to McDonald at the right circle, fires high and wide, rising over the net, and it comes out to the point. Devine walking the line, switching places with McKechnie. McKechnie plays it all the way around the bend to the far side. Jemayev at the half wall. Far hash marks. Jemayev sealed against the boards by Tom Mealy. Atwell in there poking away at it. Daniluk in as well. Jemayev has the puck sealed against the boards. It's scooped free by McDonald. Turned to the near side. 50 seconds left on the penalty. Mealy swatting at it, can't get it out of the zone. It's Jemayev in the slot. The shot stopped by McClendon, kicked away into the far side at the dasher. Behind the net, it's played behind, and Daniluk finds the puck in the corner. Daniluk looking to clear with 35 left on the kill. He can't get it out of the zone. Hat-Trick's unable to clear. 2 tries in a row now, and now finally Steve Mealy gets it to center ice. Down a look, steers it ahead for Tom, and just out of his reach. Could have had a short-handed breakaway. He does have the puck in the Wolves zone, though, behind the net. Now losing control as he gets hit, maybe collided with the linesman there. 10 seconds to go on the kill for the Hat-Tricks. 13:55 in regulation. A 2-goal lead for Watertown. 3 seconds left on the kill now as Anderson exits the box. Ruiz turns the puck at center for the Hat-Tricks. At the right circle, cross-ice feed, looking for Bennell. It's all the way through into the corner. He has it, trying to sidestep Devine. Devine able to win that puck. His clear attempt stopped by Ruiz at the point. Ruiz backhand off the glass, and the Wolves chip and rainbow high into center ice, off the glass and down. McClendon will backhand into the far corner. Atwell unable to get there for the Hat-Tricks. It's Mann dropping the puck back for Bonta. Ojic seals in and unable to control. Now Jamaev out in front. Slaketka streaking. Couldn't get that pass. Now it's a 2-on-1 down low. Jamaev fires. Glove save McClendon. That's a huge stop for the Hat-Tricks. 13:08 to play. McClendon making a huge glove save for Danbury. 4-2 Watertown.
Yeah, for most of the big saves that we've seen McClendon make tonight have been more the blocker or pad variety. That is the first time he really had to flash the leather, and that was a big-time save at a big-time moment for McClendon.
McClendon had a lot to do in the first period. He didn't have as much. He hasn't really been tested a ton in the last few minutes, but they had the power play, and then the Wolves stayed in the zone. Hat-Tricks looking to try and get the offense going now. 13:08 to play in the game. 4-2 Wolves lead, and the Hat-Tricks looking to see some momentum here.
Lakeside Nutrition in Monroe is a smoothie and energy bar with a neighborhood feel. Take a ride and check them out. Be smooth. Drink a smoothie from Lakeside Nutrition.
It'll be a defensive zone draw for Danbury. To the left of Frankie McClendon. McDonald will take it for Watertown. Anderson for the Hat-Tricks. Anderson wins it cleanly into the corner. Garrett chasing behind his own cage. One hands it forward to Kuznetsov, who will sprint Anderson through center. Anderson across the Watertown line. Drives one high, and it goes off the blocker of Colgan and out into the netting. 12:55 to play. It's 4-2 Watertown.
And we talked about the road trip coming up, the 4-game road trip for the Hat-Tricks. They do not return home until Friday, December 3rd, when they open up a 7-game homestand. That takes up much of the month of December. Going to be spent right here at Danbury Arena. And, of course, tickets, check out DanburyHattricks.com.
Here's Kuznetsov. The shot off the face-off is stopped. The puck is loose in front, and now the whistle comes. 12:48 to go in the third. 4-2 Wolves. That series against Delaware open up that homestand. Friday night, December 3rd, is First Responders Night. Saturday is Military Night. You can get your free tickets if you're part of those groups on DanburyHattricks.com. Here's Garrett down low off the face-off. Kuznetsov at the left circle working his way in. Now we'll cut back. Get it to the point. Garrett walking the line. Drives from the point. And it's blocked in front. LaBelle, the big body there, able to block that one. And it's scooped out to center. Hat-Tricks coming right back in. LaBelle will go back and get it behind his own net. 12:25 to go. LaBelle standing at 6'6", 220 behind that Watertown net. Will start the breakout up to McDonald, the league leader in points. Up across the line to Delina, sticked away by Atwell, and he'll break forward. It's Steve Mealy across the line, 3-on-2 for the Hat-Tricks. Mealy at the right circle, fires off the post again with the shot. That's the fourth time tonight the Hat-Tricks have hit iron. 12 minutes to play. The Watertown Wolves surviving the posts here in Danbury Arena. Here's McDonald across the Hat-Tricks line, and he'll get into the zone. Left circle, McDonald down low behind. Looking around the far side. Fans on a pass. Referee interfering here with McDonald. Atwell seals him against the boards with 11.5 to play. A 2-goal lead for Watertown. McDonald comes away at the circle, but Mealy steals that puck away from him. Chips it to his brother Tom, and now Tom will turn back with it. Aaron Atwell at his own line. Ahead for Kuznetsov. Up the left side, along the far boards, and it's stick to center by Watertown. 11:15 to play in the third. 4-2. Hat Tricks trailing. Tipped into the zone by Kuznetsov. He'll change as Colgan comes out of the net. Hat Tricks have Ruiz and Bonnell out there with Ojic. This is the line that has had the most chances tonight for the Hat Tricks. Out on the ice right now as Watertown will clear down and it will stop at the Hat Tricks line. Susi back to get it. Up to Ruiz up the left wing. Across the Watertown line. Drops it for Bonnell. Winds. Blast out in front. The tip from Ruiz could not go. And try from Garrett wide of the net and cleared all the way down. This should be icing with 10:36 to play in the third period. It is a 2-goal lead for Watertown, and the Hat Tricks with this line have really been creating a lot of chances, just having a little bit of trouble finding the back of the net here in the third.
Yeah, Gordy Burnell, winds up, for the slap shot there and hammers it. He stepped right into it, and, the goalie thinks the puck's going to come at a certain speed, but it hits a stick in front, and it slows down, and it changes direction, and Colgan stayed right with it, and boy, he has been really good tonight. 41 saves already.
Ojic in the corner, working his way around behind the net to the point. Cass, his shot through traffic. Ojic at the left circle, fires in front, and Colgan sliding across again. Makes the stop for Watertown. 10:19 to play in the third. 4-2 Wolves, and Colgan has been on his A game tonight.
Absolutely. The first two games that Danbury played against Watertown this season, one in this building, one last night in Watertown, Greg Hussey was the goaltender. He's one of the better goaltenders in this league, and he's won 4 of his 5 starts this year. But now he's watching Colgan, the rookie, and Colgan has been terrific. So that is a good 1-2 punch that Watertown has.
Day into the hat-trick zone with Daniluk able to intercept and play it to center. Halfway through the third period, Corey Anderson intercepts across the Watertown line. Rising shot goes high and wide. Into the corner, Anderson dropping it back, looking for Kuznetsov. Can't find him, and it's turned forward by King. King up the left side to Chamelka. Chamelka across the Hat-Tricks line. Tip try in front from Day, just wide of the net. Cass finds it for the Hat-Tricks, and Chamelka turns it right back in front, all the way back to the point. LaBelle fires, stopped by McClendon. Rebound try wide of the net. Anderson falling down is able to clear, but not out of the zone. Gets it out to the top of the zone where Finberg finds Kuznetsov on the bank pass. Kuznetsov in on goal one time, and the shot is stopped by Colgan.
Stopped on the goal line.
Somehow Kuznetsov made a move to deke Colgan out of the net, and Colgan just stuck that left leg out, somehow keeping it out of the net. 9:24 to play, 4-2 Watertown.
How many more times can we talk about Colgan and the difference that he makes, Josh? This kid has been absolutely terrific. The 26-year-old rookie from Westchester University has been outstanding. Look at that.
He kept
Flashing
it out.
the leg out. I mean, that was not only the leg, it was the skate. And he pinned it right there along the goal line, right against the pipe. That is a heck of a save by Colgan. Best one of the night.
Wow. What a stop there. And Hat-Tricks have now 4 posts and that chance. Kuznetsov in on the breakaway and unable to convert. Colgan, 45 saves tonight. And it's been tough for the Hat-Tricks tonight as they are just unable to solve Colgan.
Well, Dr. Mats Hartsburg is the official member of the Danbury Hat-Tricks medical team. Hartsburg Chiropractic is cutting-edge chiropractic care right here in your backyard. Check out Hartsburg Chiropractic and get on the road to a pain-free hockey season. I got to tell you, Colgan might need the chiropractor with some of the acrobatics that he has been pulling out tonight. He's a very athletic kid. You know, he's kind of tall and thin, 6'3". He covers a lot of the net, but he's very aggressive coming out, and he really moves side to side very fluidly. I'm impressed with him.
Hat-Tricks unable to win the draw. Mealy trying to flag that puck down out of the air. Cannot. 9:15 to go in the third. McDonald comes towards the Hat-Tricks ice. It's behind the net. Delina leaves it for a teammate. No one was there. Steve Mealy able to outlet for the Hat-Tricks. And it's touched with a high stick. McDonald flagged that one down. 9:06 to play in the third. 4-2 Watertown.
You know, Josh, you're always looking for a good time. I know that. You want the nightlife around here. You want to hang out with Danbury's hottest crowd. If the answer is yes, then you go to Molly Darcy's on Mill Plain Road. And, you know, if not, you stay home, you watch cable TV, you miss out. Molly Darcy's, that's the place to go.
Hat Tricks in their own zone here with Atwell. Atwell behind the cage. Getting by one. Atwell speeding through center at the right circle. Atwell stopping at the goal line and lost control. It's cleared down. All the way down. It will not be icing as it lost steam in front of the Hat Tricks line. 8.5 to play here in the third period. Hat Tricks down 2. Here's Ruiz across the Watertown line. Ruiz walks in and his shot into a shin pad. Jemayeff outletting for Watertown will pump in deep. McClendon leaves it at the side of the cage for Kenny Garrett. Garrett up the right wing to Ojic. Ojic ahead for Ruiz and unable to control that pass. Ojic has it right back. Tipped out into the Watertown bench. 8:10 to play. 4-2 Watertown. And Hat Tricks are starting to run out of time here. Got to get 2 goals to get this game tied.
That's going to be tough against Colgan, who's allowed only 2 goals on 47 Danbury shots. And that's right, that doesn't count the 4 that hit iron as well.
Hat Tricks in their own zone after the neutral zone draw. Unable to win it. It's deep in behind the cage. Daniluk finds the puck for Danbury. Ojic up the boards, and it's taken by LaBelle. Scoop forward to Lodge and turned ahead for Bonta. Bonta makes 2 Hat Tricks players miss. Bonta into the zone at the left circle, steers it in front. Lodge wasn't able to get there as Bunnell intercepted. LaBelle, though, takes back at Bunnell's outlet pass. 7:39 to play in regulation. Garrett went for the hit, and now the puck in the corner. Anderson seals Bonta into the boards, and the puck comes across to Ojic on the near side. He's hit, but gets the puck ahead. Bunnell leaving it ahead for Anderson out of his reach as Bunnell goes off for a change. Hat Tricks control with Susi at the red line. He'll hammer in deep into the far corner. 7:15 to play in the third. 2-goal lead for Watertown, and they control it up from right to left through center ice. McKechnie at the Hat Tricks line is stopped by Susi. Anderson the other way. Anderson at the red line loses control briefly and will now muscle it in to the Watertown zone. The fans are trying to spur the Hat Tricks on here. Under 7 to play in the third period. It's a 2-goal lead for Watertown. Deep into the Hat Tricks zone. Day plays it back to the point. Devine spins by Mealy. Devine at the right circle, out across to McKechnie. It's in his skates, and he's unable to get a shot off. In the corner, McKechnie turns it back to the point. Kuznetsov there for the Hat Tricks, and he's able to backhand out to center. Back off the glass and into the zone. McClendon will leave it behind for Atwell. 6:24 to play in regulation. 4-2 Watertown. Daniluk starting up the ice, leaves it for Atwell. Atwell looking ahead and will now start moving the legs forward across the Watertown line. Winds, and it's a pump fake across for Ruiz. It's intercepted by McDonald. 6:05 to play. McDonald deep into the Hat Trick zone. Pushing ahead, Daniluk finds the puck behind the cage. One-handed to the far corner. Jemayeff finds it. Daniluk able to turn it right back for the Hat Tricks. Near side corner in his own zone. And it's rainbowed ahead from Ojic. Ahead to Ruiz, just out of his reach. Couldn't flag it down out of the air. Bunnell finds the puck in the neutral zone. Hammers in deep and will go off. Ruiz at least changing. The rest of his line staying out there. 5.5 to play in regulation. Anderson on the ice for the Hat Tricks. Partial change here as Ojic takes the puck and walks into the zone. Up the left side, he gets hit and leaves the puck into the corner. Along the near wall, Jemayeff steers it ahead. Bunnell kept the puck in, and it went across into the corner. Anderson chasing after it. Anderson working his way behind the cage. Wraparound, try out in front. It was stopped by Colgan. Finberg at the circle. His shot tipped high and out of play. 5:05 to play in the third. 4-2 Watertown. And the Hat Tricks just seeming like they're running out of time here, not able to get a ton of great chances in the last minute or two here. A lot of time in the offensive zone, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And Johnny Ruiz, when he came to the bench after his last shift, you could just see him. He's shaking his head, and he threw his head back. You could sense the frustration that is building in the Hat Tricks captain.
Hat Tricks offensive zone draw. It's one forward. Finberg keeping it in the corner. Under 5 to play here in regulation. A 2-goal lead for Watertown. Danbury looking to try and claw back here. A scoreless third period so far. In the far corner, LaBelle takes it for Watertown. Second half of a home and home for these two teams. Watertown taking the first in overtime last night. Around behind the Hat Tricks net, out in front. Bonta's centering feed is stopped by the Hat Tricks, and Garrett will take it back over. 4.5 to play in regulation. Kuznetsov working his way across his own line. Now will turn back at center. Drops it back for Garrett. Garrett across to Daniluk. Daniluk through center, looking for Steve Mealy. He flagged it down, but unable to control it. 4:15 to play in the third. A 2-goal deficit for Danbury. Mann at center ice. Leaves it to the far side. Lodge will chip in to the Hat Tricks zone. 4 minutes to play. Hat Tricks down 2. Atwell behind his own net, starting a rush. Tom Mealy on the right side, cutting all the way across to the far side. Into the Watertown zone, taking off the puck. Now Ruiz, the shot off a body and tipped wide. Into the corner, Atwell from the point. His shot blocked by Devine. Mealy in the near side corner, can't control. It's chipped out to center. 3:40 to play in the game. 2 goals. The Hat Tricks down to Watertown. 2 players collide in center as the puck comes into the Hat Tricks zone. Day sealed up against the boards by Atwell in the far corner. 3 Hat Tricks and 2 Watertown players, and the Hat Tricks come away with it. Gordy Bonnell, 3:15 to play in the third. Up the left side is Anderson. He dumps in. Colgan out of his net to play it. It's stopped by Ojic along the near side. Ojic working into the corner. Chips it back at the right circle to Bonnell. All the way across to Garrett. Garrett out in front, and Bonnell just couldn't get there in time at the right circle. Back out in front. Anderson fan on the shot. It goes into the corner. Under 3 minutes to play. Kept in at the point. Daniluk fires. It's tipped in front. Bonnell couldn't get a good deflection. Now it's Anderson. It's shot high and wide, and it goes into the netting. 2:46 to play in the third. 4-2 Wolves, and the Hat Tricks just can't seem to hit the net right now.
Brewed right here in Connecticut and featured at the Rabbit Hole New Haven Night Brewing Company is the beverage of choice at the Danbury Arena. Grab a cold one and party like you're in the Elm City, New Haven Nighthawk Brewing. Yeah, you're right. You know, and I talked about the frustration that we saw out of Johnny Ruiz a couple shifts ago when he came off the ice. Now, you know, you're pressing, you know, you're running out of time, and the passes aren't quite as crisp. They're just a little bit out of the reach, and the shots are maybe being rushed, and you're not putting it on net because you're trying to, you know, get 2 goals with every shot. You know, you're trying to pull even. The thing now to keep an eye on is to see when they're going to decide to pull McClendon and go to a 6-on-5, and it might be right here and now with the face-off in the Watertown zone.
Looks like it will be.
Yeah, McClendon will go to the bench right here. And it's the right thing to do. You got 2:46 to go. Face-off offensive zone down by 2.
Anderson will take that draw. Left side circle. He wins it back to Steve Mealy at the point. Mealy shot tipped in front. Anderson couldn't get there. Now Jemayev all the way from his own zone scores into the empty net. 2:36 left in the game, and the Hat Tricks give up the empty net goal, right? Like they won the face-off, and then the shot from the point couldn't control it, and Jemayev fires it down the ice. They got what they wanted. They got the face-off win, just turned it over right after that.
Yep, and Jemayev, who's had a very, very quiet night. He had the one great opportunity earlier in the period, scores into the empty net, his 7th goal of the season.
Here's Jemayev again. The shot stopped by McClendon with 2:27 to play. A 3-goal lead now for Watertown, and they look to be on their way to sweeping this home and home as the Hat Tricks now have to regroup and will be heading on the road for 4 straight.
Watertown searching for their 3rd consecutive win, and Danbury, unless they have a miracle comeback in them, are about to lose their 3rd in a row.
Hat Tricks started the season 4-0. Now in danger of losing 3 straight as McClendon flashes the leather on a shot from Chamelka in the slot. McClendon makes that stop. 2:18 to play. McClendon not as busy tonight as he was last night, but still 5 goals allowed for the Hat-Tricks tonight. Ruiz in his own zone wins the draw. Cass steered up the boards as unable to connect on the pass was Ruiz, but now he has it up to Ojic across looking for Bennell. It was intercepted in the neutral zone. 2 minutes to play. High skied puck is out the stick of Harrison Cass, who puts it ahead to Ojic, and he'll flip in on goal. Behind the side of the net, Colgan puts it to the far half wall where Atwell finds it at the point. Tipped in front, Ojic, the rebound try out in front. Colgan again able to stop it through multiple opportunities for the Hat-Tricks, and Colgan has been just outstanding on the rebounds after those first opportunities for the Hat-Tricks. 1:46 left. Hat-Tricks down 3.
I can't say enough about Colgan tonight, who now is up to 45 saves. And, if Danbury doesn't score here, it'll be a season-low 2 goals in a game for them. This is a team that really produces a lot of offense. They score a lot of goals. Tonight, Colgan's been the difference, and some bad luck as well along the way, which we touched on.
Daniluk races back to take this puck in his own zone. 95 seconds to play. Daniluk dropping it back for Atwell. Atwell up the left side and will get tipped into the far corner of the Wolves zone. 1:25 to play. Chipped high and out of play. Face-off coming up in the Watertown zone with 1:22 left, and the Hat-Tricks down 3.
Located on Main Street it's East meets West at Nico's Pizza. Try them for lunch taste, then taste them for dinner. Pizza and hibachi meat, and you will never be the same. Nico's on Main Street.
Solid pizza over there at Nico's.
I'm all about that.
Anderson taking the offensive zone draw, is able to win it to himself. He has it back in the corner from Kuznetsov. Back to the point, and it hops over Atwell's stick with 1:10 left. Back to the neutral zone. Daniluk swats it over to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov churning into the zone. Will get stripped of the puck. Man the other way. Streaking into the Hat-Tricks end. At the left circle. Fires shot wide. And it's turned right back towards the Watertown zone. 50 seconds to play. Lane King behind his own net, circling back. 45 seconds left. And the Wolves up 3. Happy just waiting it out behind their own cage. Lane King not being pressured by the Hat-Tricks. Now Steve Mealy will head towards him. He'll come into the corner now. Lane King up the left side. Leaves it for Jemayev into the Hat-Tricks zone. At the left circle, Jemayev out in front. And it's a right pad kick from McClendon that keeps that puck out. Jemayev right back on the puck with 20 to go. Atwell intercepts, and he'll take it to center. He'll just sky it into the Watertown zone, chasing after it Finberg in the corner with 10 to go. And Jemayev will take it out to the neutral zone. 7 seconds left. Hat-Tricks at their own line. Kenny Garrett will just circle back into his own zone as the horn sounds. 5-2 the final here in Danbury. Watertown sweeps the home and home with the Hat-Tricks. 5-4 in overtime last night. 5-2 here in Danbury tonight. And the Hat-Tricks with 50 shots tonight. 5-0, but only 2 goals to get past Brendan Colgan, who stood on his head all night long. Rebound tries and first grade A chances, and he was able to stop almost every shot. Just 48 saves tonight.
Yeah, I mean, clearly the number one star in this game is Brendan Colgan. I mean, no two ways about that. If you're Danbury, you take solace in the fact that you created a lot of offense. You had a lot of grade A scoring opportunities. You didn't finish. So you learn from that. But, there are things to build on from this loss tonight. And again, 3rd loss in a row, 1st loss on home ice this season for Danbury. But, if you're a coach and a player, you try and build on the positives and you generate that much offense. There are a lot of positives, and that's not even getting into the glorious opportunities that hit the post, the pipe as well. So I think you try and build off that. To me, I think the real positive tonight, and maybe it's a bigger picture thing, and especially the week of Thanksgiving, it's just awesome to see the building packed again. It was, basically almost, it was a year and a half or more since, we had hockey in this building and have the fans into the game and seen their hat tricks play and, fill up the arena and get them into it. And, I think that's something to be thankful for as we head into this Thanksgiving weekend. And we wish, all of our listeners and viewers, a very, very happy Thanksgiving, despite the 5-2 loss tonight.
Yep, it was a tough draw for the hat tricks tonight. A couple of posts and a hot goaltender. And the Wolves take this one 5-2. The hat tricks are back in action on Wednesday night in Binghamton. First time playing the new Binghamton Black Bears, who are, at the start of tonight, were atop the Federal League standings. Then they'll travel to Carolina on Black Friday and then the next Saturday for 2 games before they come to Delaware that next day. It's a back-to-back-to-back in Carolina and then Delaware before returning home. Again, Friday, December 3rd is First Responders Night. Saturday, December 4th is Military Night, and that kicks off a 7-game homestand for the Hat Tricks, where they will have to probably be gaining some ground in the standings. You can get tickets for both of those games on danburyhattricks.com/tickets or going to respective pages to get those free tickets if you're part of either the First Responders group or the military group. Well, the Hat Tricks dropped this one 5-2. They now on the season are 4-2-2 with 12 points. Watertown heads to 6-2-0 with 17 points. And they are right there with Binghamton at the top of the league. For Jim Cerny, I'm Josh Starr. Thanks for joining us. As Jim said, happy Thanksgiving to all, and enjoy the holiday as the Hat Tricks drop this one 5-2. We'll be back on December 3rd here from Danbury Arena. Until then,